Testing, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I am wearing Gucci slides. Thank you so much for noticing, everybody. Do you see the light? If you're listening, you definitely can't, okay? But can you see? Do you notice a difference? I'm bringing another light in from this angle to try and make it look more professional. I might switch this camera to a better version of the webcam or not. I don't know. I might, when I move to the city, I'm definitely going to be using a DSLR. I'm probably going to be using my big boy camera. Probably going to figure out something super dope. I don't have a cool background. I've just been thinking a lot about the future of things that's going on right now. Maybe that's what I want to talk about. That I kind of want to talk about, do a whole podcast kind of about like what I'm excited about, what I want to do this year, and maybe I'll do that. That just kind of feels good because everything's been going really, really well. There's this topic I want to talk. I'm gonna keep looking at myself, but I'm gonna keep that up just so I can monitor how everything's like looking and stuff like that to make sure like my mouth is being shown, because I don't like when my mouth isn't shown. I feel like that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Let's just talk. Let's just talk about things. Why the fuck not? It's a podcast, and it's mine. But if you want to sponsor this podcast, this channel, and me and my career, you totally can. You can go to patreon.com/Wineboxpapi or to YouTube memberships. Links in description of everything, by the way. And what does that get you? Well, that gets you vlogs. That gets you the stand-up material, and I just posted my first stand-up, so you get to see vlogs and stand-up. I want to do these a week early, but you'll just get better insights. That's where I do talk a lot about a lot of things that are going on. You can see the behind the scenes of my life. And I'll probably add things onto them as we go. Check those out. Pick whichever ones you would like to do. But I don't think I'm going to do a Poppy Good question today because I want to do that for next week. The Poppy Good question I'm going to use for the entire thing. The entire thing, right? The entire podcast. But if you do want to send in a Poppy Code question, what's Poppy Code? Poppy Code is where you send in a question and I answer it. I use it in the beginning of podcasts like this one. I usually would, but we're just going to get right into it, right? Because I want to save it because it's such a good question. If you send in a question, I will keep you anonymous and I will try and answer it in the beginning, or I'll make an entire podcast about it. Yeah. All right, cool. Now, I just want to talk about what's going on. You know, I want to know what you guys got going on too. Like, how has your New Year's been going? How's it been? Mine's been going great. You guys been sticking to those resolutions? I have been, right? And like, I know that it's only January 24th. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you, Siri. It's January 24th, and there probably are people who already fell off. Probably, right? Those people have to exist. I surely hope it's not one of you. That would be pretty sad. That is pretty sad though if you fall off. 3 weeks pretty much into it. So my things were, well, I mean, right now I'm thinking of like, what am I going to title this actually? Like, January recap? Yeah, that's good. We could do, that sounded way too happy, way too cringy right there. But yeah, we could do a January recap. So let's recap this shit. Been doing stand-up, been doing it, I've done it about 4 or 5 times, been going to some workshops, been doing open mics and stuff like that, writing and rewriting every single day, looking at it, trying to simplify, make the jokes better and everything like that. Like, I'm seeing progress really, really fast. And like, I come up with jokes so often, all the time, and like, it's just working super well. Right now I'm trying to work on a tight 5, which is like my 5-minute set that I could use on open mics and stuff like that. Super excited to, keep working on. Like, that's the main focus right now, right? Like, that's the thing that's mainly on my mind. Like, YouTube obviously is, but that's more, I'm like more used to, I've been doing that for 18 months now, so I don't have to really focus hard on it, right? Like, I don't have to be like, okay, we have to make a video today, we have to try really hard. I'm used to it. I don't have to use my willpower anymore to do it. Like, but with stand-up though, like, I gotta drive like an hour in any direction, right? To go do an open mic or a workshop. There ain't shit by me. So that sucks, but I do it. I just like practice on the way there and stuff. So that's been going great. At an open mic, the open mic where I finally remembered everything I was saying and everything was going good. I was just like memorizing everything. Right now I'm not focused on getting laughs, which sounds really stupid, right? I'm not focusing on getting laughs. I'm focusing on being comfortable on stage. Like, I know I'm funny. I don't care about that. I care about just getting comfortable on stage and speaking publicly and not being nervous and stuff like that. And I'm progressing super quick. Like, I'm noticing that super fast, getting way more comfortable. Faster than I thought. I think this is all going to be a little bit faster than I thought. Being like on YouTube and stuff definitely helps me try out jokes. I do stand-up jokes sometimes. I throw them in there on YouTube videos. But on my last open mic, they accidentally cut me off a minute early. So if you go to my Patreon or YouTube, you will see that it is 4 minutes long and not 5. And I asked him, I was like, was that the first or second light? He said it was the second. It was actually the first. I have it timed. Can't believe he did that. It's kind of embarrassing, man, when they kick you off at 4 and they're like you're going over, and I wasn't going over. But they didn't say that. But I have to tell the guy he did that. Fucking ass. I hope he doesn't see this. You're not an ass. I'm joking. He's cool. But it went good. There's some really, really good comics. I mean, open mics are really, like a garbage. Usually not super good. Because it's an open mic. Where people go try out material and stuff like that. And there's people doing it for the first time. A lot of people who are there for the New Year's resolution, right? A lot of people who think they're funny or their friends say they're funny. Are like, oh, I should do that. Oh, that's easy. Right? They won't last. So the main thing I'm trying to look at right here with this is not to see. I don't want to see quick progress. Quick progress is good, right? But it doesn't matter, right? What I need to know is I just need to keep doing it and building this habit of just doing it. Like this is my thing. This is my thing now. Like I have to do this weekly. I want to go at least once or twice, 1 to 3 times, right? 1 time minimum to go do stand up per week. I'm definitely hitting the workshop on Tuesday. I'm skipping open mic on Monday. I have an open mic on the 10th of February. So I'm going to try and do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, usually, right? Every other Sunday and then every Monday and Tuesday. Practicing that shit. I think that's good. I think that's going to be good enough for getting it all down. I think that's going to be work pretty well. Hopefully I could become like maybe an MC somewhere, That'd be tight. And then moving to the city in about 10 months. And then doing stand-up all the time out there. That's the goal right now. So the goal right now is just to do stand-up as much as possible. Right, keep writing every single day. Keep trying to get funnier. Watch a special every single day. I've been reading like stand-up books. Like just try and like go out, do things, come up with different material. Not actually come up with different material. Like work on my Tide 5, but like still writing down the premises and stuff like that. But still working on this one and revising it and making it as good as possible. What else? So I want to keep doing that. Move out there and then do it as much as possible. Hopefully just, take it slow, not burn myself out with it because there's a lot of driving, a lot of mundane things. Something I was thinking, which was kind of funny, right? So I used to be an Uber driver before this before this YouTube shit, Uber. Before this, isn't that a YouTuber? Uber? He sucks. Doesn't he just do shitty streams? Didn't he, when somebody told him Adam22 wasn't at the No Jumper office, he still went to the back to go talk to him. This light looks too harsh. I might have to move it back a little bit farther, actually. Whatever. Yeah, that guy sucks. So when I was at Uber, I would be driving home on this one road a lot, and that's back when Future Hendrix came out, right? And I was listening to that all the time when I was Uber driving. And on the way home, I would always listen to it as well, even with people in the car. I just liked it. And now the new Future album came out. I forgot what it's called, and I was listening to that on the way home. I was like, oh my God, it came full circle. It was kind of funny. But driving an hour sucks. It's good to rehearse on the way there, though. What I do is I get in the car. I'm always tired because I'm probably like a little high on the way there. So I go get a cold brew. And like a good thing, I didn't know this. Caffeine actually inhibits your adrenaline from making. Adrenaline makes you forget things. It like wipes your memory or something of like having to like remember stuff. It's a fight or flight response when you're on stage and you get like the adrenaline. So like if you drink coffee, it inhibits the caffeine. I actually drink coffee just because I'm tired, not because I knew that. But then the guy told us, and I was like, oh, I did notice that because I did just drink one. What else? Fitness is another big one. So the main things right now is just keeping the YouTube going. That's just, I just do that anyway. Reading, I've been killing it with reading. Not much to talk about on that. I might do book reviews here. I don't know though. I might not. I don't know. What do you guys think? I just finished, How Not to Give a Fuck, or The Magic of Not Giving a Fuck, or something. Super good. It was a super good book. I might talk about it. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Fitness is going great. Like I lost like 12 pounds in 3 weeks since we started. So that was just killing it right there. Been doing it, been on it. My diet's been super good. I don't think I've even had like a sip of alcohol. No? Good. We've been doing real good, man. Going every single day. I actually got my best friend into it. He hasn't really worked out. But yeah, he's worked out a little bit before, but now he's actually doing it. We're going to get him nice and fit. And then when I move, he's on his own, But it's been good. But just, being consistent with the cardio and the lifting and stuff. Going like every single day, and then when I need a break, I take that break. I just do it, if I need it. If I'm like craving some fattening food, I'll just do it, man. Been smoking a ton of pot, though, this year. So maybe I need to, and like that actually wasn't a New Year's goal, but maybe I'll just cut back a little bit on the weed smoking, maybe. I don't know, I'm just chilling. Really, I'm just getting what I have to do done, right? And then just not worrying about anything else. You know what I'm saying? So I get my things done, like right now. You know, go home, get high, chill, watch some YouTube, maybe do something else, maybe read a fucking book, watch some stand-up, maybe write a little bit, look over everything while I'm high. Because when I'm high, I get to notice everything. It's really weird. I look at everything like super deep and analytically. It's kind of fucked up, actually. It's weird. Ruins everything for me. Everything like slows down and I notice everything. Because when I walk through life, I never pay attention. Ever. To anything. Ever. Anytime. Like if I'm walking around, I know that there's people around, but I will not like notice. Like I won't feel like there's people. I feel like I'm in my like own little bubble, my own little Mark world. Is that weird? Am I a weird human being? Like even at the gym, there's like nobody there. Like there's everybody there. It feels like everybody's there. Well, I know everybody's there, but I just like don't feel them, right? I don't know. This was kind of a rant, just something I want to talk about. I wanted to keep up with you guys. Talk a little bit about maybe pat myself on the back a little bit. Been killing this year so far. It's been going super, super well. Nothing to complain about at all. Actually, nothing bad happened. Just killing it with work. Trying to just get everything done, you know? I feel like I kind of burned myself out in the past 3 years because I kind of would work like 24/7, right? 16 hours a day. I mean, I still kind of do, right? Like I'm still trying to like fill my day with stuff that could help me tomorrow, right? But I'm not trying. I used to like try and fill every second with doing something productive, and I feel like that isn't good. It kind of created this sense of urgency, which like made me like super anxious and stuff. So now I'm just trying to chill, get things done, and not worry too much about it, right? Like what the Wine Wednesday are supposed to come out on Wednesdays. Ran out of time. Wasn't anxious about it, but also wanted to set up the lights and stuff and do a couple other things today. How's your guys' New Year going? Did you start your stuff yet? Did you not start? Did you work your way slowly into it? Have you fallen off yet? What's happened? And if you have fallen off, why? If you haven't, why haven't you? I haven't, I think, because I kind of know how to do things, like implement new things into my life. I feel like that's like a thing I do really well. So these aren't too hard for me, right? But what usually happens with me when I become super focused, this is the worst part of me, right? If anybody at all is ever thinking of being friends with me or in a relationship with me, just come look at this video, okay? This last part right here. I'm a super selfish human being, right? That's the only problem with me, I would say. Well, not the only problem, but like the biggest one, I would say, is my selfishness. And not even in like a bad way where I'll like, you know, like with like money or with like anything malicious. It's just like I focus on stuff I'm working on. I'm very selfish with my time. Ask my girlfriend. Very, very selfish with my time and my thoughts. Like I said, I live in Mark world. And I'm not joking about that. When I like don't notice other people around and shit like that, like I'm dead ass serious. I'm being super serious. And like I try, and another thing is like to actively like pay attention to other people probably. I'm trying to hang out with people more. Because like a big thing I do is like I don't really do things with people because I enjoy work. I enjoy things that progress me, right? And I really don't know a lot of people I actually don't know a single entrepreneur who's their own boss. I don't know a single one. Yeah. No, I don't. So it's hard to like hang out with people, right? Because like you get influenced by people and stuff. And you don't want to be, right? Because I'm really playing with this cord right now. I'm really just trying to stretch it out. If that's what you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to stretch this cord out because this is bothering me right here. So I'm just selfish with my time and my mind. So I'm just trying to like hang out with people. But if you let them influence you, that's kind of scary, right? You don't want to be actively influenced by people. Well, now I'm just ranting. But who gives a shit? It's my podcast. That's kind of what I do, though. I just try and stay to myself, and then like I hang out with people like when I feel like it would be healthy, right? Like I feel like I have to. Like it's good. Like I want to see people. It's not like I don't want to see people, but I feel like I'm just scared of them. Like I know I'm super strong-minded, but I feel like there's active influencers that you cannot control subconsciously, right? So you kind of have to inhibit those by not being around them as much, and you kind of have to try and find people who are in the same boat as you, which to me seems impossible. That's another one. It's finding like comedy friends, maybe some comic friends. But then you have to like, you can't just pick friends because they're comics, because like most people aren't funny. A lot of them aren't funny. And a lot of them are old. And a lot of them probably think I'm old. I bet you everybody in my class thinks I'm the same age as them. Actually, they don't, because in my joke, I talk about 90s kid. Never mind. But still, they probably think I am older. All right. Well, that just comes with time. I think, like, a big thing that, like, a lot of people have to think about is, like, I think a lot of people, when they hear me, maybe will think, I know because I don't talk too much about goals and stuff on here, and I probably will as I become more comfortable with just spewing my thoughts out. Like my mother probably always tells me to, like, to chill, to wait, to, like, be patient with stuff. And I am, and I totally am, right? But there's this thing that I do that I learned from Gary Vaynerchuk that I think is very, very important, right? It's micro speed, macro patience, right? Every single day, you're going to hear me talking about the things I want to accomplish in the long term, right? In the big picture, there's all these things I want to do, and I always talk about them, right? Like as if they're going to happen tomorrow, and I know they're not. I just talk about them and keep these things on my mind, and that's always in my mind, right? Like my mind is kind of like this. I kind of look at it as like this huge, like this machine, right? That's like constantly like turning, like super fast, and like thinking of things 24/7, right? And like it's like a daily affirmation. If I always talk about them, if I'm always thinking about them, they're gonna get done, right? Like I don't make lists because I don't need lists because I'm constantly going through things in my mind. Like my girlfriend's like, why don't you write your goals down? I'm like, I don't fucking have to, because like it's always like in my mind, right? Always. A good way to practice this if you want to try like daily affirmations, because like to me, this totally helps me. I'm doing a lot of hand movements right now. If you're listening to this, you can't see them, but I'm currently swinging my arms in a circular motion. You can go watch this if you want on YouTube, if you want. What was I saying? I actually don't remember. I genuinely do not remember what I was just saying. Let me pause, edit this part out, and talk about what I was just saying. Daily affirmations. Okay. Maybe I'll just leave that in because I don't want to edit this at all. The daily affirmations. So if you constantly think about the same thing, like daily affirmations, I don't actually know the exact definition of it, right? Well, it's just a thing that you like a daily affirmation would be like, I want to accomplish good grades. I want to get A's in all my classes, right? If you did that like at 11:11 every day, I wish I could get good grades. What I do is at 11:11, I actually do it 11:11. So I think about it. Right, I don't go, I wish I was successful on YouTube. I go, I want to be successful on YouTube. I hope I'm successful on YouTube. I hope this all works out. All this work I'm putting in, right? Like just thinking about the things and constantly just like that's why I think 11:11 is good and works. It's always worked for me, not because wishes are fucking real, but because daily affirmations are, and it just keeps it fresh in your mind. Like that, it would always work. I always noticed, I was like, wow, why is this working, right? Once I was like, I hope I could break up with my girlfriend, and it worked. I'm such an idiot. That was in high school. I remember. Well, all right. I think I'm running out of things to talk about here. That looks too harsh. I think I have to edit the camera settings. Doesn't matter too much. Can't spend too much time on it because it's just the podcast. I care, but not that much. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love every single one of you. If you want to go ahead and submit a question, you totally can down below, or email me or DM me fucking anywhere. And if you want to sponsor this shit, links down below, patreon.com/Wineboxpapi, or membership button on YouTube. But there's a link for that as well because sometimes it's not on iOS. Thank you guys so much for listening or watching. You guys mean the world to me. I love every single one of you. I can never do the intro where it's like, Wine Wednesdays. What did I used to say on my old one? Wine Wednesdays, a.k.a. your new... How do radio guys do it? Let's just be an asshole. And let's get some water. Nobody's going to listen this far, and I don't care. I could say anything at the end now. I could let this run for like another 10 minutes of silence and then just say anything. Wine Wednesdays, a.k.a. your new fucking religion. Is that how radio guys sound? All right. Thanks, guys. That was cringe. Bye. Mwah.